Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside of the West Middlesex Memorial Center here in Strathroy. It's Strathroy Rockets hockey here on the Rockets Audio Network as well on HockeyTV.com. Noah Smith and Eldon Dunseith with you here up in the press box, and we've got a good one for you tonight as the Komoka Kings are in town to take on the Strathroy Rockets in the final home game of the regular season for Strathroy. Eldon, these two teams, the final meeting of the regular season, and Komoka has been the better team throughout 5 of those hockey games. The Rockets with just 1 win.
Yeah, and that 1 win came the last time they played 6 weeks ago tonight here. Brazeau made 29 saves and a 4-1 win for the Rockets, and last home game of the season, closing it out in Leamington on Thursday before, well, probably playing Leamington in the first round of the playoffs. So this will be the last time they see anybody but the Flyers.
Yep, the Leamington Flyers are the likely first-round opponent for Strathroy, barring any sort of comeback from London in second place right now in the Western Conference. Strathroy will be making a trip to Leamington for Game 1 a week from Thursday's trip when they finish off the regular season. Obviously, there's still some math to go around, some games to be finished before we can conclusively say that's who it's going to be. But for Strathroy, they're looking at a Leamington first round. Komoka, on the other hand, right now, sitting in 6th place in the West right now. They're looking down a Chatham Maroons first round of the playoffs. For both of these teams, these last few games of the regular season, more about getting ready for the playoffs than anything else.
Well, and unfortunately for both these teams, they've been on a slide. The Kings are 1-7-1 in their last 9, and the Rockets not much better, 2-6-1. So neither is really racing into the playoffs.
The Rockets will go to Chaz Nixon in goal tonight. Komoka not starting Omar Hage. Emsley will get the starting goal for the Komoka Kings tonight, possibly just giving him some rest before the playoffs get underway. They're also playing a back-to-back. Komoka is in London tomorrow night to take on the London Nationals, so I would imagine Omar Hage likely going to get the starting goal for London for Komoka tomorrow night in London.
Yeah, one of the best goaltenders in the Western Conference, Omar Hage, so no doubt the tougher opponent on paper, obviously, being the Nationals over the Rockets. So probably the smart play to play Hage tomorrow night.
Couple of scratches in the lineup tonight. We'll get to those in just a little bit, but filling in tonight, Brennan Faulkner will get in the lineup tonight, a younger brother of a player on the Rockets as well, Caden Faulkner. He'll get into the lineup tonight for Strathroy, so we get to see brothers on both sides of the ice, 2 pairs of brothers on the Rockets, although one of them out of the lineup tonight as well. Like I said, we'll get to that. Jagan Chanderdat will chop in tonight for the Komoka Kings, so we'll get to see him. He's been playing up with the Komoka Kings a lot lately here at the finish of this season, recorded his first junior B point just the other day, so we'll get to see 2 new faces really in the lineup tonight as the regular season comes to an end.
No, and it's kind of a race to the finish with the COVID, break in January and games getting tacked on to the end. For example, London, as we mentioned, plays Komoka tomorrow night. They're 3-3 Friday, Saturday, Sunday to close out their season. So it is a race to get the regular schedule finished with the playoffs to begin in a week's time.
We should also congratulate former Rocket Ty Glover, who signed an entry-level contract with the Pittsburgh Penguins earlier today. Played for the Rockets for parts of 2 seasons in 16-17 and 17-18. Actually, younger brother Nash playing for the Komoka Kings tonight.
Yeah,
so that's
we
a little bit of a
saw that in the lineup there.
Interesting look there in the lineup tonight as we get to see the younger brother of a former Rocket who is signing an entry-level deal with the Pittsburgh Penguins. So once again, congratulations to Ty for signing that today. Was with the Western Michigan Broncos playing there. We know the success that they've had. Another former Rocket and Drew Warad playing on that Western Michigan team as well, someone that I know personally, and good to see that the alumni of the teams getting their dues up in the NCAA and now going to the NHL, at least on an entry-level deal here. We're just about set and ready for the teams to come out here, so we'll take it back down now to ice level here as we're just about ready for puck drop and the national anthems here in Strathroy. The rest of the scratches in the lineup tonight, as mentioned, Chaz Nixon will get the start in goal for Strathroy. Matthew Brazeau is the scratch, so Tyler Buck will back him up. Omar Hage will be the backup tonight for the Komoka Kings. He's still in the lineup. Owen Hay will also sign on as an AP. He'll be wearing number 14 tonight for a round. Will German, Nolan Burnside, Matthew Goff, and Edouard Dansu round out the scratches for the Komoka Kings in tonight's hockey game. Moving over to the Strathroy side of things, as mentioned, Brazeau scratch, Cole Smith, Dylan Dundas, Matthew Pimentel, Ryan Marshall, and Kane Johnson. The scratches for Strathroy tonight. That is why Brennan Faulkner will be in the lineup for the Rockets wearing number 25.
Yeah, that jersey's been worn a handful of times this season by several different players, but not the first time, as you mentioned, that Brennan Faulkner has played with the Rockets as a call-up. And we know that being a call-up one season, you might be back as a regular. See Michael Elliston here in the lineup for the Rockets, was a part-time call-up a couple of seasons ago.
Game 2 of the playoffs, the first home game for Strathroy is scheduled for April 9th at 7:30. If you want to make note of that, that is Game 1 of the Rockets, Game 2 I should say, their first home game of the playoffs. We do know that for sure. And as mentioned, they will likely be heading to Leamington for Game 1 a week from Thursday. The team's out to the ice now. And we are just about ready for the national anthems and puck drop here from Strathroy. We'll take it now down to ice level and get ready for action here at the West Middlesex Memorial Center. So the anthem's complete, just about ready for hockey and the puck drop here from the West Middlesex Memorial Center in Strathroy. I'm Noah Smith up here in the press box alongside Eldon Dunseith for game number 47 on the regular season of 48. And the Rockets and Kings meeting for the final time this season.
Only one team left to play after this one, and that's the Flyers that close out the regular season. And the last chance to could send off here, final home game at the West Middlesex for the regular season. To come out of here with 2 points would be huge.
It was the largest crowd of the season on Saturday night as the Rockets sent off 5 graduating players in the final Saturday night home game of the regular season. Tonight, they'll look to try and end off the home schedule with a win. It's the Kings and Rockets here from Strathroy. Carson Perry will line up at center. In comes Nicholas Yearwood in the whites, and we are underway to start things here in Strathroy. Crocker has it back for the Kings inside of the defensive zone. Moving it up to center, tipped in just inside the red line. Alex Laszlo will chase inside the Rocket zone. Bounce pass off the boards. Elliston up to Balaz, who's back in the lineup tonight for Strathroy. Left side to the middle. Perry an easy shot on. That one stopped. Ripping around and firing one on goal is Charlie Barnes. Stopped as well. Hamsley coming in there to make the save. Kings setting up behind the goal now. Rimmed around the boards. Turned over. Elliston looking for a shot on. That one stopped by the glove of Emsley. Kings will clear out to center, and now they'll come back the other way. Breaking in. Early chance. Stopped by Nixon. Yearwood right there into the pads. The Rockets will rush back the other way. A little 3-on-2 chance. Balaz. Perry. Back to Balaz. Looking for a pass out front, and he fans on it. Now Perry looking for a pass to Elliston. Elliston knocked off his stick. Hall back to the captain and Perry, up to the point. Shot fired on, and they're going to say that puck came over the blue line for an offside 59 seconds in.
Habib let it come to him as opposed to reaching out to get it, and it came over probably not much more than the width of the puck. That line was huge the last time they played Komoka here. Perry with 2 goals in that game, playing on the line with Balaz and Elliston.
Both teams getting some good chances early on here. Just a minute into this contest. In the corner down low. Speziali's tied up against the wall. Down low for Hewitt. Hewitt working around the boards. Once again, cycling down low. Tidgewell around the boards. Chip pass, and now Carter McElwain will tie it up. He's down to his knees. Quickly gets the pass over to the opposite side of the ice. Now working up to center. Hogarth poked off his stick. Here comes Tidgewell in with it. Tidgewell left side fires a shot on, and Nixon will glove that one to make the save and cover up.
Got to think that Nixon's probably getting the last home start here. Makes sense, I think, to maybe give him Thursday night off and let Buck or Brazeau have that start.
I would think so. You look at, as mentioned, possibly playing Leamington in round one. Is a shots fired off the post from an odd angle by McElwain. Kings pressuring here inside the zone. That one whistled wide around the boards up to the points, kept in by Lewis as he loses an edge. Puck bounces out front, and Habib's there to pick it up, and then is poked off his stick and off the side of the net. Rockets trapped inside their own zone a little bit here. Here's Crocker down low. Pass out front, gets past everybody. McLeod looks off into the corner as Spezial picks the puck up. Now to Hall. Hall has some space finally for the Rockets as he bounces it off the boards to Habib. Quick pass to the middle. This one cleared up Hogarth as it's off the skates there. Now the Rockets will take it back behind the net. Habib to Faulkner. Faulkner gets it back for the Rockets. Into the corner, almost lost it out front there. Faulkner battling to try and maintain control of the puck for Strathroy. His brother Brennan now looking out front for a pass. That one knocked away. Holding on to it, Caden Faulkner bounces it off the boards up to center. Brennan brings it in, knocks it down low. Crocker picks the puck up here for the Kings. Able to get it up to the hash marks. Piercy, Faulkner coming through. Brennan Faulkner spins and fires a shot on, and that one off the shoulder of Emsley and over top of the glass out of play.
A meaningful shift there for the call-up. Brennan Faulkner ends up with a really nice chance on goal. Saved by Emsley up and out of play. 5'10", 152. I can imagine until he gets a bit older, he's going to get knocked down like that a lot.
Piercy in the corner. It's picked up by Darius Manny on his forehand. Backhand off the boards, clears it out, but the Rockets turn the puck over quickly. Now the Kings will get it back. Manny chipped over top of Brennan Faulkner. Now Faulkner will get it back, hands it up to Piercy. Piercy, nice move, works it past Manny, pass to Faulkner. Faulkner stops, top of the circle with a shot on. That one's blocked. Down low into the corner. Return pass out front, bounces over top of his stick, and then bounces over Kindry's stick at the point. Faulkner down low, behind the net for Brennan Faulkner. Knocked off his stick. Ty Johnson picks it up. Johnson, nice move, works it out front. Couldn't get a shot off in time. The defenseman alone out front. Now looking, another chance, fired on, over top of the goal, scores! Hit in Faulkner. It beats Emsley, and the Rockets have the 1-0 lead.
What a great shift by both Brennan and Caden Faulkner there, leading to the goal by the big brother. Emsley got a huge chunk of that, and it just kind of went up in the air and over his shoulder and just dropped into the net. And I saw somebody reach into the net to grab that puck. I wonder if maybe that was Brennan Faulkner's first GOJ point.
Would make sense as he played that puck out front.
Oh yeah, he's got an assist on that for sure.
And the Rockets have the 1-0 lead. Passed over to Habib, up to the blue line now. They're trying to pick it up as Cucci knocked off his stick. Now Johnson dumped in at the blue line. Habib will chase in the corner. Quick pass to Cucci. Cucci left side, trying to get that one and chase it down was Tate Gallant, but the dump in will find its way into the Rockets bench, and out of play.
Now the one upside to their final game being Thursday night is they'll have a week before they have to play again, rest some bumps and bruises, and go into the playoffs with a fully healthy roster, hopefully.
The Rockets, with their final game on Thursday, will be one of the only teams in the GOJHL with the weekend off. Played back and now held onto by Noah Nelson. Quick pass over to Blake Hall on the opposite side of the ice. He tries to return it to Nelson. It was off a stick. Up to center, Cucci. Cucci tries to pick that one up. Able to chip it into the corner, and now he'll chase. Coulter around the boards. Picked up a little bit of a bouncing puck there, and Zuckerman tried to play that one over. Coulter once again, return pass now up to center ice. Chip left side, pass intercepted. There's Nelson, brings it up. Gallant just inside the blue line, tipped off his stick. Now Nelson works it to the net, behind the Kings' goal. Down to the ice and on top of the puck here as they wait to try and get that puck loose. Now the Kings will get it. Fired off a skate, still inside of Komoka territory here. Quick pass out to center. Now the Kings will work into the offensive zone. Here with a shot. That one's stopped by Nixon. Big rebound comes out as Blaz will just chip it off the boards and out. Now the chase for the puck there. Elliston almost won that race. Couldn't hold on to it. Zuckerman back through the middle. Blaz now. His pass into the skates of Elliston. Kicks it into the corner. Lewis. Over to Crocker. Pass down the ice. Out of the reach of Yearwood. And an icing against the Kings. Just past the 5-minute mark here of the opening period. 1-0 Strathroy.
See that last partial break there by Nicholas Yearwood, you can tell he's got an OHL shot. When that hits the pad, you hear it. The Knights prospect, no doubt, will have a good chance at making that club in the fall.
Face-off off to the left of Emsley. Tied up. The Kings will play it up to center. Held on to across the logo. Zuckerman will carry it in across the blue line. Now to Holmes. Holmes looking for a shot. That one's blocked. Rockets trying to get the puck back. It's up to Perry at center. Perry chips. Elliston looks for a shot on goal. That one's going to miss. Off to the blocker side. Now held on to. Another chance. Elliston fires a shot. A big rebound off the pad there of Emsley. And he jumps on it to cover up and make the save.
That's twice now from the near side circle. He's tried to go glove side. One time high, one time low. And Emsley's done a nice job of not catching the puck, but definitely making the stops, and Elliston scores from there. So look for more of that tonight.
Elliston, the lone goal scorer for Strathroy on Saturday night. And now the Kings will rush back up ice the other way. Held on to, poked, and had to leave it there as it's a high stick. Played with it. Johnson over to Hewitt. Hewitt chipped past him. Kings trying to work up ice quickly here. Pass Lukings just out of the reach of McElwain. Was poked off his stick by Blake Hall. It's Hall with the puck now. Turned over, looking, pass out front. Good chance there. That one blocked. Picked up again and fired on goal and stopped by Nixon.
Alex McLeod picking up the loose change at the side of the net, but Nixon knew where it was, and he snaked out the leather to make the save.
Ty Johnson, who had a nice block on that shift, makes his way to the bench for Strathroy. Now from the corner, the pass from Hall, gets it up, Spezial to Hogarth, left side, Hewitt. Hewitt with a shot on, and gloved down easily there by Michael Emsley.
Well, Emsley didn't have to wait long to get warm. He's made a handful of saves already here in the first period. And he's looked sharp.
Face off, one off to the hash marks. Up to the point for Hall. Hall fires one in off the end boards. Kings will get possession here as it's picked up by Chris Crocker. Crocker to set up as he takes his time. Now he emerges from behind the Kings net. Past his own blue line, now up to center and dumped in. The Kings will chase over to McLeod. Dumped it back down low. Nobody there to get it but Blake Hall. Hall to Habib. Habib's clearing attempt turned over. Kings with a chance. Backhander on, and Nixon makes another big save.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a high event first period. Both teams have been guilty of turning the puck over in their own end. And apart from the bad bounce on the Caden Faulkner goal, both goaltenders have stood tall.
Right off the draw. Chance on. Nixon, right pad save. Brennan tries to chip it up to Caden, now picked up. Kings in possession, looking to get it on goal. Knocked away by Barnes. Kings get it back right out front. Good chance there. Fired on. Nixon another pad save as it's cleared off the boards and out. Kings are getting their chances early on here. Nixon's able to stand tall. They force him out from behind the net. Up to center. Alex Laszlo now. 20 feet inside the Rocket zone. The pass up to Piercy out of his reach. And an icing will be charged against Strathroy. 12:42 to go here in the opening frame.
Not quite the same crowd on a Tuesday night that we're used to on a Saturday night here. But everybody will be looking forward to Game 2 of that first round playoff series on Saturday the 9th. Should be a full house.
Down in the corner on the opposite side of the ice. Laszlo looking to play that one up to Piercy and kept in by Darius Manning. Now Barnes Stops up behind the net. His pass, Piercy. Piercy will get it up to center. Picked up Brennan Faulkner, and he'll dump it in. All the way around the boards. Caden there. Goes right past him. Glover played up. Now right side of the ice. Kindry with it. Kindry dumped towards the net. Piercy gloved that one down. Now into the corner. Caden Faulkner comes in to help him out. Gets it. Looking. Holds. Fires a shot on. That one stopped by Emsley. Goes into the corner. Now played up. Capped in at the blue line. No, they're going to say that one came out from Kindry.
That one I actually thought he might have kept in.
McNally right there on the line to make the call. Kindry, it was close, no doubt.
Oh, no, for sure. Unlike the play with Habib earlier, Kindry this time tried to get to the puck to make sure he kept it in. But no dice.
We won't try to pretend we have a better view from up here.
Oh, you can.
Cucci over Gallant, just out of his reach and picked up by Manny. Stops and starts and picks it up, fires it up to the boards. Captain Owen Hay trying to chase down Hall. Hall holds, fires a shot on, and Emsley makes the blocker save, grabs it with the glove to get the whistle.
Good effort there by Hall to stay on his feet as he danced around the oncoming Kings forward. Got a lot on that wrist shot, shoulder save, and catching it before it hit the ice was Emsley.
Off the draw to the point. Once again, Hall elects to go down low with it. Gallant holds onto the puck. Still holding. Pass comes over. Habib. Habib off to the hash marks. Now he gets the return pass. Fires a shot to the net. That one's going to be stopped and knocked aside there by Emsley. Hay will play that one up. Gets it past, and now Chanderdat will pick the puck up on the left side. Chanderdat cuts into the middle. Fires a shot on. That one stopped by Chaz Nixon. Big hit right up against the wall beside the Rockets bench. Yearwood tried to cut in there. Knocked off his stick. Nelson trying to poke it away. Rockets get the puck back. It's Habib, opposite side of the ice. Lone Rocket there. Two Kings against him. Fired around the boards. Gallant now holds on to it. Gets away from Zuckerman. Past Habib. Now to Nelson. Nelson. Little Deke gets past Zuckerman. Now he pokes it into the offensive zone. Trying to chase down the puck. It'll be chipped past center. Back into the Strathroy zone. Laszlo's pass off a stick and into the Strathroy bench. Glove down by Jacob Kochi, just shy of the halfway mark of the period.
I don't know how happy he was about it. He didn't have his one glove on when it hit him.
Looked like he had just gotten onto the bench as well.
Just walked in the open door.
Had not sat down yet, and the puck comes flying your way. Face-off one back. Crocker will pick it up here for the Kings. Dump in. Holmes tied up in his feet. There to try and pick it up, Elliston. Over. Laszlo now at the blue line. Trying to reverse it over to Elliston. Elliston up to the line, and that one's going to be cleared. Dumped back in by the Rockets defender. From inside of the Komoka zone. Balaz in the corner. His move knocked away. Barnes move, shot on. That one might have been tipped by Perry. Stopped by Emsley. Picked up as a move there, snuffed out. Elliston. Puck held onto here. Elliston trying to get it back up to the point. Nice move to get away from Laszlo. Gains some space. Coming in Yearwood, but the Kings are offside. Zuckerman there, but a step ahead of the play.
Yeah, Zuckerman, I think, just lost where he was there. He was very puck focused as Yearwood carried that down the left side, put himself offside. Face-off will be out in front of the Rockets penalty box on the far side of the ice from us.
Matthews now will dump it in. Ty Johnson has that one poked off his stick. Back there to play at Kindry. Around the boards. Played up past Coulter. Trying to knock that one down up to the blue line. Rockets will carry it up forward. Hogarth now in across the line looking for a shot on. Hogarth tries to play it back again. McElwain played off the blue line. This one gets out to center. Here come the Kings back the other way. McLeod left side looks for a shot on, and Nixon makes the save down into the butterfly right in the logo.
And Hewitt with a nice job on the back check, catching up to Lukings to make sure if there was a rebound, it would be a lot harder to tap in. But a great stop by Nixon.
One of the areas of Chaz Nixon's game that he really has locked in is the rebound control. Picked up behind the net here. It's Kindry working it out past the dot and now coming in through center. Kindry at the line, and that one was offside, knocked off his stick just at the blue line. Face-off will be in the neutral zone here, down in front of us in the press box.
All right. Can't make up their mind whether or not they want to make the change. The Perry line comes off. Faulkner line comes on.
Ty Johnson, long dump in from just outside the blue line. Rockets trying to get the puck back, and now they will, and now the Kings will come back with numbers. They're knocked down at the blue line. Chance taken away.
Great job by Ty Johnson to break up that 3-on-1.
Brennan Faulkner now just tries to shovel it towards the net. Got it there, but it was blocked before it reached in the Kings clear. Now to center, Piercy at the blue line. Nice move, works it past. Piercy comes in, shot on. That one stopped by Emsley. Big rebound came out. Kings will pick it up, and now coming back the other way. Here comes Johnson. Little short break, stopped by the glove of Nixon.
Wow, what a stop. Johnston was being harassed a little bit from behind, but he still got good wood on that wrist shot, and Nixon was ready. A little bit of a miniature windmill there on the save, make that look good. He seems pretty dialed in so far. He's been very calm in the net. When he's good.
Picked up down low, carrying on to it. Hay knocked off his stick. There to try and pick it up is Ewan Johnson. Hall will take it away, come out the right side of the net. Pass, almost knocked off his stick. Now Cucci fires it off the boards. He was able to get it out, but the Kings held on to possession there. Back out through the middle of the ice, and a stick knocked out of the hands there of Nelson. It will be a slash against Komoka. And Strathroy will now go to the power play with 8:11 to go here in the opening period.
Yeah, that's a hard one to argue. Again, the DNA evidence laying on the ice. And it's going to start with PP2 here with Hogarth, Nelson, and Piercy.
Working around the perimeter here. Fanning on that pass was Barnes, and he'll be quickly dumped down the ice. Nixon will have to come out of his net to play it.
I'm sorry, that's not Piercy, that's Perry.
Elliston now from the corner. At the Strathroy blue line, his pass trying to find Barnes was tipped away by Holmes, and now the Kings will get in and once again fire that one down the length of the ice. Strathroy trying to get this power play going. Now the puck will be dumped over, and McLeod will pick it up and dump it back into the corner. Now Perry. Pass over. Elliston left side will bring it in. Elliston stops up. Looks for a pass option. Able to get it down low for Carson Perry. Perry looking out front. Knocked off the stick of Hogarth there. Trying to hold on to possession. Nelson in the corner with Perry. Now Barnes, first one to get there. Opposite side of the ice. His pass attempt will go off his stick and over top of the glass, out of play.
Oh, I thought that went off his stick.
Yeah, they're going to...
Fink's taking this out.
The official waved that it was going to be a face-off outside. I wonder if the Rockets will ask about this.
Immediately. I mean, I don't know how else he put that out if it didn't deflect off one of the Kings players' sticks, but...
They're not putting up much of a fight.
Nonetheless. No, yeah, nobody really argued, so I guess my view isn't quite as good as I thought it was.
Face-off one, back to play call here. Just 50 seconds to go here on the penalty. Passed over right side. Kindry, he'll dump it in. Brennan Faulkner will chase on the left side of the ice. Hall comes in to help him out. Balaz is there as well. 3 Rockets down low in the corner. Now Balaz behind the net with some space. Looks for a pass option. Goes up to the point for Kindry. Kindry knocked off his stick. Able to get it to Balaz. Now Balaz, his pass, fanning on it. Lewis will pick it up, and now Lewis will fire that one over top of Kindry and down the ice. 20 seconds to go in the Strathroy man advantage here. Pass from Hall up to Kendry. Kendry carries it into the offensive zone across the blue line. And cleared down the ice by the Kings. That'll just about do it for the Strathroy power play. Komoka, a good penalty kill here. Now 6:10 to go in the first. Hall pass to Faulkner. It's Caden Faulkner across the blue line. Nice move, works it on. Shot fired on, and Emsley makes the save up high there just underneath the mask.
Caden Faulkner's had some jump here in the first period. Obviously the goal, the result of one of those shifts. But Brennan and Caden playing on the same line. Lots of energy on that line so far in the first period. They've looked really good.
Emsley ready, the face-off off to his right side. Nelson tries to win the draw back. Gallant has it now. Gallant tried to get it back to Habib. It'll be the Kings coming back the other way. Yearwood, nice move by Yearwood. Cuts into the corner on the right side. Loses an edge, loses the puck, and the Rockets get it back. Pass from Nelson to Gallant. Gallant across the line, looks for a shot. That one blocked. Tries to go for the hit as he was going against his man, and it was taken down. Physicality ramping up here. Up to the point. Habib, shot fired on. Stopped by Emsley. Kings in possession. Fired up to center ice, and that one touched down with a high stick. And against the Rockets, we'll get a whistle. 5:28 to go here in the first.
Yeah, that might be the first, the quickest in succession body checks I think we've had in the first period. There are a couple just on that shift.
That one's picked up and dumped in. It will sit behind the Strathroy net. Rockets turned over out front. Shot fired over top of the net. Good chance there's now. Coulter fires one in. Rebound. Nixon another save. Kings all over the Rockets here inside their zone. Up to the point. Johnson shot over top of Nixon. He might have got a piece of it as it hits off the glass behind the net, and they're going to wave that one down against the Kings.
Yeah, that was a hand pass. Going in behind the net, Jackson McElwain had his back to the play, but he tried to backhand it backwards toward the front, and it was one of his teammates that picked it up. So
good catch by the low official. Face off inside of the Strathroy zone after the draw, just outside the blue line. Now to Hewitt. Hewitt will have to play it back to Kindry. Kindry off the boards once again. Hewitt to center. Hogarth dumps it in on a backhand. That one gloved down. Hogarth gets it back and fires it right back into the Komoka zone. Near corner. Played up by Coulter. King's pass goes nowhere, just out of the reach. Getting it back, Coulter and firing another one into the corner. Glover will chase down Ty Johnson. His quick pass out to Hogarth, and the Rockets will break it out through center ice. Pass left side. Hewitt fires a shot on. Emsley squeaks past him. Poking away at it, Hogarth, and he couldn't find the back of the net. Reaching back is Emsley with the save.
Wow. That was something. Yeah, Hewitt and Hogarth both reaching as the puck rolled behind Emsley. I'm not really sure how one of them didn't get a stick on it, but Emsley was the first one to get there. And again, great positioning by the down low referee to see that the oven mitt came down on the puck and it didn't cross the goal line. And he's going to give him a moment here to get himself put back together.
Emsley reaching back on that one to keep this a 1-0 Strathroy lead. Not allowing the deficit to get any larger. McElwain off the boards, cleared out to center ice. Habib just inside the Strathroy blue line. Off the boards to Michael Elliston. Elliston, he'll dump it in. Belaz opposite side of the ice, right against Lewis. Trying to get that one back. Perry in there to help him out. Now Belaz, his pass into the skates, picked up, and now the Kings will move it out to center ice. Nice little play-by-play call. Perry hands it back to him as he steps inside. Up to center ice. Habib tries to carry that one up, pokes it past Elliston, but Elliston there trying to track it down inside the offensive zone. Hard up against his man. Fired back out to center. Laszlo, who's just off the bench, picks it up. Long pass chipped in off the stick of Elliston. Perry will chase down low against Lewis. Nice play by Lewis. Now up to the point. Laszlo shot. Fired through. It's tipped. It goes wide. Barnes pinching here. He goes into the corner. Plays it out front into the slot. Laszlo looking shot through. That one tipped on goal. Comes off to the side of the net there. Trying to play it once again is Barnes. Kings will get it back, and now a quick pass comes out the other way. Breaking in. Coming in. Shot fired on. Nixon a nice save. Trying to pick on that one as McElwain was stopped by Nixon on the short break. Pass out front. Perry played up to the point. Backhander fired through. Hits off the end boards. Now the Rockets will pick it up. Perry's pass over to Elliston. Elliston to center. At the blue line now. Cuts to the middle. Lost it. Balaz coming. Fires a shot on. That one off the leg of Tidgewell. Back and forth the play goes here. 2:40 to go in this opening period. Johnson back to Kindry. Piercy will pick it up on a pass at center. Fires one towards the net. That one knocked away. Getting some speed, working up Zuckerman. Jumps past the defender into the corner. First one to get there. Fires it out front. That one off the pad, and Nixon come all the way back out to center ice. Now Tidgewell with Piercy chasing him down. Pass comes over to the opposite side. Now Faulkner just poked out of the reach of him. Camped inside the line by Nigel Piercy. Piercy, nice hit. Lodges the puck loose. Faulkner couldn't get a shot off. It's going to be cleared off the glass and out down the ice. Not enough for icing here as Kindry picks it up behind the Strathroy net. Rimmed around the boards. Faulkner tried to get that one over to Piercy. Piercy now will pick it up and he'll dump it in. This line's got to be tired out there for Strathroy. They didn't go for a change on the last dump in. Now played up, pass from Crocker over to the left side of the ice. Intended for Yearwood there, it was knocked away. Now Hall back with it, goes up Gallant. Across the blue line, Gallant now stops. Tries to leave it, gets it, Faulkner comes in, shot towards the net there, and Emsley makes the save. Cool. And now we'll get some shoves in the corner.
I didn't see much there. I'm not sure if Caden is just trying to stir the pot a little bit.
I think that's the case.
It was Coulter who did a really nice job of getting his stick just on Faulkner's stick as he went to shoot the puck to prevent a grade A scoring chance. Well, 22 brought his lunch bucket tonight. He's doing a heck of a job here in the first period.
83 seconds to go in this opening period of play. Off the draw, it's going to be thrown off the glass up to the Komoka blue line, and now they'll bring it up from center. Glover leaves that one. Jackson McElwain back to Glover, tries to hand it off. This one's taken away by the Rockets. Nelson off the skates there, and the Kings will have to clear before they can come on the attack. To Gallant. Gallant leaves for Nelson, dropped. Gallant comes in, fires a quick shot on. That one blockered away by Emsley. Down to the final minute here, the opening period of play. Johnson knocks it back down inside the Komoka zone. Quick pass comes out through center. On to the stick there of Jackson McElwain, who dumps it in. Now Glover in the corner. 3 Kings down low trying to get this puck loose. Hall taken away from him. Working down low. Out front. Good chance. Fired over top of the goal there by Coulter. Rockets will pick it up and fire it around the boards. Kept in by Manny at the blue line. And the net is off behind Chaz Nixon.
Actually, I think I saw it move during just before that last opportunity on goal. With 31.8 to go here in the first, the faceoff will be to Chaz Nixon's right. And the Kings have been humming here a little bit in the last couple of shifts.
Hogarth up, Spezial at the line, couldn't clear. Kings looking, firing one on goal. Nixon another pad save. Now Coulter from the point. This one's going to go just wide. Spezial in the corner will pick it up. Can't clear. McElwain out front, looking for a shot up to the point. Manny fired on, stopped by Nixon, gets the pad over, it's poked in. A hard-working goal by the Kings.
3 attempts on that jam job on Nixon's left pad, but it was always loose. And the Spezial turnover, a blind backhand pass behind his net, and the only person there to receive it was wearing white. And a few seconds later, the puck's in the back of the net, and we're tied.
Owen Luking's the goal with 10.7 to go here in the opening period. We are tied at a goal apiece. Off the draw, picked up, but the Rockets are offside as Hogarth was tied up there with Owen Lukings. 5 seconds to go here in the opening period. Both teams definitely had their chances throughout period number 1, and the Kings rewarded finally with 10 seconds to go in the period. The faceoff's down, quickly up to McElwain across the blue line, looked for a quick shot, but he couldn't get it off, and now a shot from Hogarth after the horn.
What a sales job that was. McElwain did his absolute best to sell that.
We'll see if it works for him.
I don't think it did. I don't think it did. Wow, I haven't seen something like that in quite some time. That is some Sean Avery level stuff right there.
20 minutes of play complete here in Strathroy. The score is tied at 1. Kings tying it with 10.7 to go here in the period. It was the Rockets getting on the board first, courtesy of Caden Faulkner. But Owen Lukings has tied the game at 1 here in Strathroy.
Oh, wow, it did go up on the board.
So there is a penalty up on the board for
Oh, my
Hogarth. So they'll start the second period on the penalty kill. The cell job worked successfully here.
Wow. Well, you can't change it now. They're going to open up the second period down a man.
So we'll go to break here in Strathroy. After 20 minutes of play, it is a 1-1 score, as goals by Faulkner and Lukings have this game tied at 1 apiece. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey here on the Rockets Audio Network and watching on HockeyTV.com. The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets Hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy. The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets Hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! To the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores! Well, we welcome you back here inside of the West Middlesex Memorial Center. 20 minutes of hockey complete here on this Tuesday night. And we are tied at a goal apiece here between the Strathroy Rockets and the Komoka Kings. It was Caden Faulkner getting the Rockets on the board first here in this hockey game, scoring the first goal. Big lead for Strathroy to get on the board first. They did the same thing on Saturday night against St. Thomas. The difference on Saturday night was that it was all downhill from there. The Rockets are hoping that a late goal by the Kings and then a penalty 10 seconds later at the end of the period aren't going to be the start of that fall in this game.
Well, here's hoping. But they gave up, I think I counted 4 2-on-1s, a 3-on-1, and 2 semi-breakaways in that period. The stretch pass coming out of the Komoka zone caught the Rockets several times, and that is something that they're going to have to clean up. Because Nixon was stellar on all those opportunities, the ones that made their way to him. You can't expect that of him all night long.
The lone goal from Komoka, as mentioned, with just 10 seconds to go in the frame, came from Lukings. He got a rebound out front, and he got 2, 3, maybe even 4 good pokes at it with no Rockets anywhere around him to try and stop that. Chaz Nixon had nothing he could do on that one, was outstretched to the fullest of his abilities against the post, and the Kings with a hard-working goal late, and now they'll start this second period, Eldon, on a power play.
Yes. Well, the Rockets were able to kill off the first penalty of the night on Saturday. That was early in the first period, right before the goal. However, we'll see how this one goes. A little momentum. When you give up a goal in the last minute, first minute or last minute of a period, especially the last minute, it's just deflating. And not only that, now they're coming out of it with a penalty at the buzzer, and they're going to be short a man. So it's going to be a big kill here if they can get this done.
Yeah, Hogarth will sit for 2 or less for Strathroy to start the second period of play. Roughing was the call, a little shot, if you will, at the buzzer. You mentioned maybe a little bit of a head back dive there, but nonetheless was kind of a needless poke after the whistle, and I think that's more what drew the call from the official.
Well, I don't know. I give the Stripes that much credit. I wore that shirt. It's really, we're not that smart. But either way, you're right. It was needless, and I've used that word, lots this season about different penalties. And you're right. A needless poke. You don't put yourself in that position, and the LeBron James head snap can't get you a penalty.
After one period of play, 1-1 is the score here in Strathroy. The shots on goal total in that first period, 17 for Strathroy, 16 for Komoka. So a very action-packed first period of play. Sometimes that just means that second period will calm down. Other times it's only up from here. So we'll see what the second period has in store as the officials and the teams make their way back out to the ice here in Strathroy on this Tuesday night.
We didn't have a ton of physicality in that period, kind of a little bit toward the end, but we'll see how this goes. As I talked about, in the pregame, both teams have struggled over the last 3-4 weeks. And like in the month of March, 2 wins for the Rockets, 1 win for the Kings. So this is a good momentum builder for either of these teams that comes out of here with 2 points tonight.
Kings with their power play unit out there to start period number 2. Amsley takes to his crease on the right side of the ice. Nixon heads over to the left side, and we'll be ready to start this second period of play. 1-1 the score here. The lone game in the Western Conference tonight in the final week of the regular season. Here in the Western Conference, Strathroy and Komoka, we welcome you in wherever you are tuning in from here tonight. The 8 o'clock start hasn't caught up to me yet, Eldon. I'm betting by halfway through the third I'll be a little bit tired.
Please.
Half an hour later than we usually are.
How old are you? Come on now.
I'm not allowed to be tired?
Not at 10 o'clock. Well, I suppose. You get up and work in the morning. Yeah, it is a little bit different. I mean, we both got a bit of a drive to get home after this, but Little stop for a cup of joe on the way out of town. I'll be fine.
Underway here to start the second period. Kings working on the power play. It's Crocker back behind the net. Now spins, had Carson Perry right on him. Perry trying to force the pass. Kings get it up to center and now carried that one in. Johnson right side, cuts behind the Strathroy net. Leaves it up for Zuckerman. He left it for the point. There was nobody there. It's all the way back into the Komoka zone. Now the Kings will set up behind the net.
Always good when they clear it for you.
Rockets have cleared the puck once this power play. They haven't touched the puck. Now down into the Strathroy zone. Habib, first one to get it there in the corner. Tries to out-muscle his man. He does. Putting Caden Johnson down to the ice. Now Crocker into the corner. Looking for that one. It's the captain, Carter McElwain, firing a shot on from sharp angle there, and it's stopped easily by Nixon.
Yearwood with the excuse me tap after the catch. Hull gives him the stink eye, and that's about the extent of that.
.108 to go here on the Kings power play. We're just 52 seconds into the second period. Right off the draw, picked up Zuckerman. He'll go up to the point. Now from the blue line, back down to Zuckerman. Holds out to the top of the circle, still on his forehand. Going to leave that one. Walking in, down low, now behind the net. Losing an edge is McElwain, able to get it over to the opposite side of the ice for Zuckerman. Rockets trying to force the Kings on this power play. Now rimmed around the boards, up to Johnson at the point. Johnson hands it off down low, trying to bank that one in off the side of Nixon. It goes off him and all the way down the ice.
That's a good way to catch a goaltender off guard. That's kind of a heads-up play. Didn't work out, but a heads-up play.
Carrying it up right through the middle. Crocker, right side of the ice, getting across that line and dumping it in. Coulter now behind the Strathroy net, rimmed around. Manny at the point. Now from the side, all the way over Zuckerman. Laszlo bouncing puck over top of his stick. Kings still in possession, tries to bring that one out. Nixon save, rebound out front, and the net poked off there behind the Rockets goaltender.
Yeah, on the original effort coming out from behind the net got nudged. And then Nixon, who's not a small goaltender, he kind of helped it. Push it off, make sure the referee notices.
8 seconds to go here on the Komoka power play. Hogarth waits in the Strathroy penalty box eagerly. One back and sent down the ice right away. And that will do it for the Komoka power play. Hogarth back out onto the ice. We're back to even strength. Trying to muscle the puck off there is Elliston. Thrown off the glass, kept in Manny. Opposite side of the ice. Now Rockets will force it. That one goes off the glass. Over top of Balaz. Lukings will pick it up. Hands it back to Manny. Manny across center to the Kings bench. And the backhander will go off a stick and out of play. Just into the netting beside the Komoka bench.
See what he was trying to do there. Bounce it to himself off the boards and beat the defenseman. Unfortunately, get the short glass, as we see often here.
McLeod off the draw. Ty Johnson will skate with it. He'll dump it in. Just shy of center, but they're going to wave off the icing.
Bit of a break there, I think, for Strath.
Perry now couldn't hold on to it. Onto the stick. McElwain, the captain, firing one from just outside the line and then instantly dished right back down to the ice by Johnson. Now McElwain again fires one on goal. That one going to miss by about 4 feet off to the blocker side of Nixon. Perry now. Over to the boards, Elliston. Elliston cuts through the middle, pass to Balaz, just out of the reach of him. He couldn't poke it past the defender. Now Perry will bring it back from center for Strathroy. Fanned on it, couldn't hold on to it, getting across the line. McElwain back down low. Now Johnson behind the net, almost turned over up to the point, looking for a shot through traffic. That one was blocked off a skate and into the corner. Kings in possession, looking to fire that one on goal. It'll come all the way over to the opposite side of the ice. Balaz to Perry, just out of the reach of Perry. Might have got a piece of it as it goes down low. Back out to center, Habib. Habib had to wait, and then he dumps it in. Now the Rockets come on the attack. With it now, pass over, just out of the reach, and onto the ice is McElwain. Jackson McElwain breaks in. Shot on, that one stopped by the blocker of Nixon. Bring it back out through the middle of the ice. Now Johnson muscled off the puck by Habib. Pass trying to find Cucci was knocked away. Kings will get it back as Glover hands it back to Matthews. Now up to Jackson McElwain. Across the logo at center, dumps it out on a backhand. Kings will chase down low. Behind the net. Hull flipped up to the point. Lewis fires one in. Pad saved by Nixon again. Now Cucci. Gallant. Rockets with the puck. Lost it. Glover looking. One-time chance coming to the net there. Didn't get a whole lot on it was McElwain. Rockets will bring the puck up back through the middle. Poked past Lewis as Gallant will chase down low. Lewis back behind the net. Comes out the opposite side. Now he gets a return pass. He'll come up through center. It's Lewis carrying. Left side, tries to cut to the middle, knocked off the puck. Barnes off the boards, up to McElwain. His shot off a stick and into the corner. Laszlo up to Cucci. Cucci able to get a stick on it, but he wasn't able to get it over the blue line. Kings still inside the Strathroy zone. Now the Rockets with the puck. Cucci with it. Looking for a long pass. Didn't get a whole lot on it. Lewis intercepts. Now Lewis dumped to the opposite side of the ice. No chance for the Rockets here as it comes back up to center. Gallant works his way into the offensive zone. Gallant looking for a shot through traffic. Emsley got a piece of it there and keeps the puck alive. Rushing back up ice, here come the Kings. Holding at the line, looking for a shot. That one tipped, goes wide, and then Johnson into the Strathroy net will knock the net off there.
Faceoff's coming outside. They're going to say Ewan Johnson went into it of his own volition, to his mild protestation.
14:47 to go in this second period. No goals here in period number 2. Still at a 1-1 tie from first period goals. Pass intercepted. Chanderdad, he'll dump it in on the forehand and chase. Down low, rimmed around the boards. Caden Faulkner now back out to the middle, trying to get that one over to Piercy. Couldn't get it onto his stick. Kings will clear the zone, and now they'll come back in on the attack. Out front of the net. Now Brennan Faulkner over to his brother Caden across the blue line, but they're offside. The move by Caden Faulkner right on the blue line.
Yeah, he had the puck out in front of him, and when he drew it back, it put off the left winger.
Face-off will be right in front of the Strathroy bench. Hogarth versus Yearwood. It's won back by Hogarth, and Rockets will get the puck back. Clearing attempt. Fanned on it was Ty Johnson. Now Spezial. Hewitt. Hogarth across the line. Looking back to the middle of the ice there. Hewitt was tied up. Couldn't get the puck. Now they'll bring it up past the blue line. Hewitt right on Yearwood. Yearwood a couple of moves there. Met by a body check, and the puck was knocked loose. Now Zuckerman dumped in. Kings will chase behind the net. Hewitt with it. Tried to poke it up to his teammate. Lost it, and Owen Kindry will have to retreat back into the Strathroy zone. Now up to the blue line. Once again, dumped in by a backhand. Kindry will get it back. Turned over. Zuckerman fires a shot on. That one stopped by the pad of Nixon. Holmes off the side of the net there. Reverse pass by Ty Johnson. Rimmed around the boards. Once again, Kindry. Now Spezial. Over to Ty Johnson on the left side. Johnson will cut through. Look for a shot. It's right into the shins. Played up off the boards. Up to center ice. Spinning and firing and dumping that one in is Colin Holmes. Nixon able to get the paddle on it. Forcing a turnover here. Hit up against the wall. Zuckerman trying to dig that puck loose to Lukings. Lukings fires a shot through traffic, and Nixon makes the save.
Good view there for Nixon. He could see that. Lukings has been a very active player here tonight, more so than I can recall in previous games. Seeing Komoka play, more shots on goal, more involved in the offense.
Number of players that we're used to calling their names out, of course, for the Kings tonight, and Lukings stepping up in a big way. He's already got the Kings' first goal. Up to the point, Lewis dumps it in. Held on to, back down behind the net, McLeod, and a shot on goal will go off a stick, I believe, and over top of the net. We'll see where they put the face-off. I believe off a Rocket stick, and that's what they're going to call it.
Yeah. Face-off will just be to the right of Nixon, staying in the zone. And not fairly done, apparently. Although Komoka won it, and it's Strathroy being penalized for the infraction.
Yeah, I'm sure the Kings would love to have just
like,
had that
just
face-off.
leave it be, yeah.
Because now they got to deal with it in the corner. Belaz trying to dig it out here for Strathroy. Held on to down low. McLeod knocked off his stick. Still in possession. To the point. Shot on. And a nice save by Chaz Nixon out front.
Oh. McLeod cruising right across in his line of sight, but Nixon makes the catch low along the ice. And he has, once again, talk about it every time he looks good in the net. He's very calm and quiet. Not a lot of extra movement. Angling pucks toward the corner. Catching the ones that need to be caught. And he's done all of those things so far here tonight.
Coming through, Nixon will poke that one away. Faulkner off the boards. Piercy take a little bit of a hit there, but he's able to play it back into the Komoka zone. Now Crocker spins. Crocker pass, gets it up. Piercy takes it away, tries to hand it off to Caden Faulkner. It's going to be thrown over top of the glass and out of play. And that'll keep the face-off in the Komoka zone. Komoka already outshooting Strathroy 6-1 here to start the second period.
Well, they did have the benefit of the first 2 minutes of it on the power play, but since then they have had more chances than the Rockets, for sure.
Off the draw. Brennan Faulkner wins it back. Shot on from the point was tipped into the corner. Now Barnes trying to get that one past the defender. In to help out is Nigel Piercy. Piercy kicked to Brennan Faulkner down low. Faulkner looking out front. Caden Faulkner fires a shot on. That one was blocked out front. Didn't make it to the net. Now Manny. He intercepts the pass. He'll just flip it up into the neutral zone. Charlie Barnes was able to knock it down. Got it over to the boards, but then Jackson McElwain took it up into the Strathroy zone. Fired off the boards and out. Now Manny. He'll dump it right back in. Laszlo stops it, opposite side of the ice. Pass turned over, looking out front with it. Faulkner able to get his stick in the lane. Thrown into the corner. Now shot. Didn't make it to the net. Trying to poke that one past. Faulkner can't get it past Manny. Now Manny, he'll circle back. Feeds it off and then dumped in. Able to get a piece of that one just at center was Caden Johnson, but it's on goal and covered up by Chaz Nixon.
Glover making himself known here a little bit after Nixon covered that. He gave the top of his catching glove a little tap. That caught the attention of Brendan Faulkner. Letting him know that I think that's the last time he'll take that.
Nixon will look off to his left for the face-off in the defensive zone. One back by Strathroy. Ty Johnson with it now. Sets up behind the net. Looks for a pass option. Gets it up to Kindry. Kindry now will rush. He gets the center. He dumps it in. Picked up. Matthews in the corner. Has tons of space as he works his way out past the blue line. Chips it out to center ice. Strathroy looking to get it back. Up onto the stick there. Nelson Cucci on goal. And that one going to be covered up by Emsley. And Emsley has that one covered up. And I think the official was looking to see if he was going to play that, but he elects to hold on to it.
Well, not only that, he was behind the goal line. I mean, within a stick length of the net. We saw that call there against Tyler Buck the other night. Came out too far to cover the puck.
Johnson going to get pulled out of the draw here for Komoka. Shaner that draws in. One back by Strathroy. Up to the point. Kindry now tipped on goal. Nice save there by Emsley. Nelson got a whole lot of that tip. Nelson now up to the point. Kindry again. Kindry looking through traffic. That one tipped again. Nelson once again will pick it up in the corner. Looks out front. Cucci fires a shot. That's blocked. Matthews will get it up. And Owen Hay will carry it across center here for the Kings. Looking for a shot. Blocked before it made it to the net. Now Gallant returns it left side. Noah Nelson through center to Cucci. Cucci, and he couldn't stay on side there. And it's blown down on the offside against Strathroy.
Gallant never actually did end up touching the puck, but he skated close enough to it for Williams to blow that down.
Face off right out front of the Strathroy bench here again. Just shy of the halfway mark of the second period. Kings in possession now. Plays it off the boards up to center ice. Hewitt now kicks it back to himself and now hands it off to Blake Hall just in front of the crease of Nixon. Pass, nobody there for Strathroy. It's Manny with it, and he'll dump it in. Now Habib over to Hall. Hall to Spezial. Looking for a quick pass. He gets it up. Hogarth will dump it in. Now chasing behind the Komoka net. Hewitt against Manny. It's Habib. Dumping it in again all the way around the boards. Got a lot on it and will carry all the way back out to the neutral zone. Zuckerman poked past. He's got Hogarth all over him and just elects to dump it in on a backhand. Now Blake Hall almost pickpocketed there. Plays it out front of the Strathroy net. Hogarth. Move, clears some space, fires a shot to the net. That one goes off the side, got another shot on. It goes wide of the Komoka net. Zuckerman tied up with Mark Hewitt. Pass out of the reach there, and it's going to take a hop and go just wide of the goal of Nixon for an icing against the Kings.
Great effort to try and take that pass, but if you've got to lay out to try and get a stick on it, it probably was much beyond you. Actually, I thought that almost was going to end up on Nixon.
Took a healthy hop off the boards and was no more than a foot and a half away from being on goal. Barnes from the point, he'll dump it in, rimmed around the boards, there to pick it up, and now behind the net, Elliston. Taken away from him by Manny. Elliston in the corner to help out again. Manny will time up. Balaz with it again to Perry. Perry looking to the net there. Elliston couldn't hold on to it. Barnes kept in at the blue line. Toe drag. Perry out front. Balaz gets it back. Oh, he couldn't get it onto the stick of Elliston, who's taken out into the boards, and that'll draw a penalty. It was Manny right on top of Elliston.
Yeah, that looked uglier than I think the intent really was. And you hear Manny, well, you'll hear him. You can see him kind of pleading his case a little bit there.
I believe the signal there was a hold.
It was. I don't believe that Manny meant to hold him to the point of them falling heavily into the boards.
Agreed. It was a tie-up kind of going into the boards there, and up to the point now. Barnes able to hold it in for the Rockets as they get to work on the power play. Trying to clear. That one will go off a stick and be sent down the ice. Elliston can be in a foot race for it against McLeod. On that play, the Rockets had a little short 2-on-0 chance.
Somebody's got
to
shoot the puck.
And a couple too many passes resulted in
no shot.
Puck going off to the side of the net. Perry, he'll bring it forward now. Perry comes in. Shot on! Squeaks through! Emsley, it's a power play goal for the captain, Carson Perry.
Wow. The objective fan in me kind of feels bad for Emsley on that. He totally thought he had it, and it just went through him and rolled into the net. And the captain with the power play goal, 8:07 to go in the second period, has the Rockets back up in front, 2-1.
Carson Perry will take it any way it comes. The non-threatening shot from the just inside the circle.
Definitely not the most dangerous opportunity that Perry's had tonight.
But it puts the Rockets back in the lead, 2-1 now. Dump down the ice. Nixon's going to come out of his net to play it, throws it around the boards. Kings trying to fire a shot on through. Spezial will pick it up in the near corner. Still with it here is Spezial. Good effort, works it up to the blue line, but it was kept in by Hogarth, who brings it back behind the net. Over to Hewitt now. Hewitt, Kindry. Kindry gets it over to Ty Johnson. Pass right through the middle. Onto the stick there. Hogarth trying to knock it over to Spezial. The Kings will get it back. Lukings dumps it past the defender. Now Hogarth over to Kindry. 7:25 to go here in the second period. Pass going to be thrown off the boards and into the Komoka zone. Picked up Lukings. Hands it back now. Coulter over to the left side. Matthews to the middle of the ice. Spezial will pick it up. Now he'll bring it in across the blue line. Didn't like how things were shaping up. Then tried to dump it in. The pass was intercepted. Coming back into the skates of McElwain. He's fortunate enough to pick it up, and now he's got the puck. Now McElwain fires a shot. Scores. Beats Nixon short side.
Wow.
And the Kings answer back. We're tied at 2.
Chaz Nixon, I don't know if McElwain head faked him into thinking he was just going to throw it across the ice or what happened there. But yeah, he beat him short side high, and Nixon was not on the post. He did not expect that shot to come from there.
Just like that, Komoka wasn't trailing for long. They got that goal right back. Up to the line, Piercy plays it. Now looking, comes across. Faulkner with a chance from his brother there, and that one knocked away. Now Hall at the blue line, keeps it in, but not for long here. Kings will bring it up through center. That one dumped in and picked up by the glove of Nixon. He's just going to hold on to it and get the whistle.
Yeah, the last thing you want there is a bad bounce coming off the backboards. That one was shoulder high for Nixon. And he does that a lot. Going wide, going over. He'll catch it just to get a face off, make the safe play.
Off the draw, one into the Komoka zone. Brendan Faulkner going to chase down Manny here. Manny gets the puck, fakes him out there, and the Rockets now is Faulkner to Piercy. Now to Caden Faulkner in the corner. Looks for an option, knocked off his stick to the point for Habib. Bounces over top of Habib's stick. He's got to race back to get it. Now he turns it over. McElwain into the corner. Habib gets it back, plays it up to the point where Manny picks it up. Now carrying it up here is Habib. He's going to hop up into the rush. Habib left side. Stick knocked out of the hands of Faulkner there. His palms to the air as he was looking for a call. Brennan Faulkner back to Hall. Up to Piercy at center. Piercy leaves it. Brennan coming through. Back to Nigel. Piercy shot on, and that one gloved down by Emsley. Flashing the letter to make the save.
Yeah, great job. And then we got Glover and Brennan Faulkner again. Glover came in behind him. Those two have had something going since Glover tapped Nixon's glove moments ago. I think Glover just reminding Faulkner that he's still there.
5:49 to go here in this period as a point shot from Barnes is going to miss the net. Zuckerman gets it back and dumps it into the Strathroy zone. Alex Laszlo now trying to spin and get away from danger. Puck stopped by Zuckerman. Finally carried back out to center and dumped in by Matthews. Charlie Barnes into the corner here for the Rockets. Cucci, his pass taken away by Yearwood. Fired on off a skating on goal. Nixon has to make a save. Now another one at the side of the net, looking back out front. Cucci will pick it up, drops it on his stick, and he'll carry it up the center. To the line, Cucci, and offside. Once again, another move right at the blue line for Strathroy has put them offside on a rush.
Just like Faulkner earlier, as he's going in over the line, he pulls the puck back and, again, put the left winger offside. Get it into the zone, then move. And there was something developing there as well.
Face-off, one back by the Kings. Zuckerman will get the return pass now. Fires it over to the opposite side of the ice. Now Holmes coming in. Fires a shot to the net. Goes wide to the glove side of Nixon. Trying to pick that one up. Here's Barnes playing it right up through the middle of the ice. Gallant onto the stick. Cucci tried to toe drag there. Lost it. Shot fired on. Big rebound comes out. Barnes to the net. Tipped on, and that one blocked before it made it on goal. Now pass to Zuckerman. Going to be out of his reach. He'll chase down Laszlo. Tied up. Barnes with it. His move gets out of danger. Up to Alex Laszlo. Now Gallant. Pass to Nelson. Nelson across the line. Pass looking through, and he couldn't get it onto the stick of Cucci. Was tipped on its way. Here come the Kings back the other way. Yearwood across the line, and they are offside on the play. Similar move at the blue line.
This time he actually lost the puck and entered the zone himself. Before that, at the other end, Nicholas Yearwood actually prevented a goal there, that kind of half pass toward the side of the net. Charlie Barnes was by himself at the side of the net, but the puck didn't get there because the Kings forward was back covering for his D-man.
Off the draw. Now Ty Johnson's pass into the skates, picked up by Perry to Belaz. Belaz lost it there. McLeod dumped back out to the neutral zone. There to try and tip it in. McLeod. Now Johnson off the boards there once again. Here is the puck right out front of the Strathroy bench. McElwain with Elliston right on him. Nice move by Carter McElwain. Now he works past the forward, breaks it into the offensive zone. Kindry will take him wide. Now Kindry battles him, tying him up against the wall. Perry up to Belaz. Belaz will chip that one past. He was able to get it into the offensive zone as Coulter carries it right to the side of the Komoka net. Now long lead pass, losing an edge there was Carter McElwain as he made contact with the pass. Coming back through the middle, it's Perry. Perry breaks his way in, lost the puck, trying to make a move. Now there's Balaz. Balaz trying to get it through to Elliston. Elliston couldn't get the shot off. McElwain with it again, just flipping it up and down the ice, and that one's going to take a nice healthy hop there right on goal for Nixon, who has no choice but to cover up.
Yeah, that one kind of took a left turn a little bit as it bounced on the ice. It was going to be icing. Lucky break for the Kings. Face-off will be down deep in the Rocket zone to the left of Chaz Nixon with 3:15 to go in the second period.
3:15 to go, and face-off picked up. Hall into the corner now. Habib with some space for Strathroy up to the line. Hewitt with it. Taken away from him. Caden Johnson now spinning inside of the Kings zone. Now a D-to-D pass. Matthews at the line. Carries to center. He'll dump it in. Habib down low. Able to throw the body there. Try to get the puck back for the Rockets. The Kings in possession here. It was taken away. Glover, pass up. Tried to get it to Crocker at the point. It was past him. Crocker now holds onto it just inside of the Komoka zone. He'll skate it back behind the net. Had Hewitt right on his tail, and now he'll get some space here and wait for the Kings to set something up with 2.5 minutes to go here in the second. Pass to McElwain. Right back through the middle. Hewitt now, and Matthews will have to retreat into the Komoka zone. Holds on to Crocker over to Matthews from out front of the net, sent down the ice, and that one will be an icing against Komoka. 2:15 to go here in the period.
Bullet pass off the boards. No chance there for the forward.
Offensive zone draw coming here for Strathroy. The Faulkner brothers with Piercy on the left wing, the line out there. Shot from Laszlo. It was knocked away, and now here come the Kings back into the offensive zone. Johnson wide on the right side, fires a shot on goal, and that one stopped by Nixon.
The glove has been good tonight for Chaz.
Able to keep the rebounds at bay, and this game tied at 2. The puck right off the faceoff there, bouncing out front of Chaz, and he has to cover that one up.
Charlie Barnes stick-handled it right over toward him.
Wasn't quite ready for it. And
no, again, just safety first. Cover it up and get a face-off.
The Rockets win that faceoff. Barnes will take it back behind the Strathroy net. His pass turned over. Zuckerman, side of the net, looking out front. Now held on to again. Looking for a pass up to the point. Manny shot through traffic. That one's tipped into the corner. Now Lewis hands it back down low for Zuckerman. He lets it go around the boards. Manny with it again. This one turned over up to the point. Lewis shot blocked. There to pick it up. Laszlo into the corner. Trying to find that puck. Still looking for it. Now he has it. Reverses into the opposite side. Zuckerman, pass turned over up to the point. Lewis able to kick that one and keep it in here for the Kings. Off the boards and out, and now finally the Rockets will get the puck back. 1:15 to go here in this second period. From their own zone, Faulkner trying to bring that one forward. Brennan Faulkner cuts across the middle, looks for a shot, and a little bit of a collision there right after the shot. It was off a stick and over top of the glass.
Funny watching all the players who are up in the team box, and as that puck launched up toward the screen, there are 6 of them up there, and I would say at least 4 of them ducked.
Out of the lineup, but still making sure that they are dodging their way out of those pucks, whether or not they could get over the net
yeah,
or not.
You're being too kind.
I think the chances are slim. Perry able to get that one out front. It'll be chipped past the defender. Now the Kings will bring it back out the other way. Ty Johnson against Carter McElwain. Johnson going to win that battle. Now he has the puck up to the blue line. Elliston to Perry. Perry at the line. Move. They're able to stay on side. Kings looking to get it back, and they'll get it to the neutral zone before Ty Johnson dumps it back in. Emsley was out of his net. Elliston. Perry back to Elliston down low. Spins. Gets away from danger. Walks it out. look to try and bring that out into the slot, able to get it down low. Perry to Kindry. He was stopped there. He'll be fired up to the point, kept in. Nice play, trying to knock that one away. Now the Kings will rush back up ice. Pass to McElwain. McElwain left side, toe drag, tried to cut back the other way. Lost it against the wall. Now here come the Rockets. 8 seconds to go.
Oh, that'll
the pass
do.
from Elliston. Trying to find Balaz. He looked behind him, and then the Kings will send that one back down the ice, and the horn will go.
Perry sent it right side. Balaz looked over to his left, and the chance was lost.
So another pair of goals here in the second period, one apiece, and a 2-2 tie after 2 periods of play here in Strathroy.
A much better job that period by the Rockets against the stretch pass. You didn't see half a dozen odd man rushes in that period for the Kings as we did in the first period. Killed a penalty. And again, the goal by Nixon, just he couldn't have been expecting Carter McElwain to shoot the puck from where he did. I'm not sure what else would explain that. But 2-2 going into the third. I think at the beginning of the game, we'd say we'd take that.
Both teams probably with the goal that they want back in that
Yes.
second period, but nonetheless the score sits at 2-2 as we head to the third. Shots on goal, 9-6 in that second period for a 2-period total of 25-23. Now favoring the Komoka Kings. Goals from Carson Perry and McElwain. Carter McElwain, both captains, getting the teams tied at 2 after 2. We'll go ahead, we'll take the break. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey here on the Rockets Audio Network and watching on hockeytv.com. The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets Hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting, and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy. The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets Hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! To the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores! Well, we welcome you back here inside of the West Middlesex Memorial Center as we get you set for period number 3. Rockets and Kings tied at 2 apiece after both teams once again trading goals in the second period. It was Carson Perry first for Strathroy on the power play, and then shortly after, Carter McElwain comes down the other side of the ice, rips one past Chaz Nixon short side, and that is where we sit as we head to the third period of play, all knotted up at 2 apiece.
Both are goals that both goalies would tell you that they would like to have back, but they exchanged those 2-2 heading into the third period, and it's been a pretty evenly played game thus far. Really not a lot on the physicality side, and yeah, I mean, it's just like probably one of the more quiet games that way that we've seen in some time in terms of the lack of, big hits or after the whistle stuff. And you know what? I've been a fan.
Tied at 2 after 2. Both teams, I'm sure, would be happy with that going in. Of course, both teams in that second period, we talked about it, both goalies probably a goal that they would like back. First, you look at the Carson Perry power play goal. It was just a shot on goal more than anything else. Carson Perry was not trying to score. It didn't look like, at least, and Emsley just had trouble with it. Snuck past them, and then McElwain back the other way. Odd angle shot. I don't know if Nixon thought that he wasn't going to shoot. Sure looked like it was that way. And then the shot goes by him short side, and that is where we sit after 2 periods of play. It's all knotted up. It's all even, and now you go out here with the third period and try to settle things down if you're the goaltenders and go out here and try to get a win.
Yeah, 2-2 is very indicative of the play back and forth, I would say, for the most part, for the first 40 minutes. And the better team will go out and win the third period here. Will likely go home with 2 points.
Both those teams trying to be that team to go home with a couple of points here on this Tuesday night. Playoffs just around the corner, as mentioned, for Strathroy. They have one final contest on the regular season. That's Thursday night in Leamington, as they will cap off the season against the first place Leamington Flyers, what is more than likely going to be a first-round playoff matchup, a team that they will have to get back on the bus and face a week from Thursday night.
Yeah, they're going to get pretty comfortable cruising the 401 there for a couple of weeks. I mean, as are the Flyers. They do have to come here as well. LaSalle and Leamington kind of, tucked away in the western end of the Western Conference, farther away from most of the rest of the clubs.
The officials back out to the ice, and we are just about set and ready for this third period here from the West Middlesex Memorial Center on this Tuesday night here in late March. Of course, with the COVID shutdown we had in January, playing a little bit later into the year than we normally would to finish off the regular season. These guys don't seem to mind it with the warmer weather on its way.
Strathroy actually was probably the least affected in terms of the number of games that had to be rescheduled. I think when you and I talked about it over that 3-week time frame, it happened to be about the quietest time in the Rockets' schedule going. I think they only had 4 games get moved, where there was other teams who had upwards of 8 games.
Yeah, the Rockets, I think, only in that span that they were shut down had 5 games, 2 of those being in the showcase that were not rescheduled. They were just scratched, so they only had to make up a handful of games, this being one of them, and now, obviously, finally getting that finished up. They're set and ready to go. Period number 3 from Strathroy. Puck down, and the Kings will take the first possession here of the third, and right away it's going to be off the stick of Holmes and into the Strathroy bench. The officials will talk things over here. Holmes sure thought it went off the Rockets' stick, and vice versa.
We're going to have a face-off somewhere between the blue lines. I think it doesn't really matter where we go here. 5 seconds in.
Kindry hands that one back to Ty Johnson, he'll throw it off the boards, off the skate of Spezial, who wasn't quite at center, and it will go down as an icing against Strathroy. So a couple of quick whistles here to start the third.
A few feet short of the red line there was Spezial. Don't they know we started at 8 o'clock?
Trying to keep us here as long as they can. Although I've been told by now countless people tonight to stop complaining about the late start time. So for the rest of the third, you won't hear a peep out of me. Here's Hewitt losing the puck. Kings trying to get that one back. That one scoots into the corner now. Trying to pick it up. Hewitt to center ice. Spezial carries it past. Chips back to the middle. Hewitt right on him there. Tried to get the puck back. Kings bench looking for a little bit of a hook, but Hewitt was able to hold off. Now Kendry back into the Strathroy zone. Spins to get away from danger, throws it off the boards, able to get it out to center. That's as far as it'll get as Coulter dumps it back in. Picked up, dumped in by Zuckerman. Now Johnson once again behind the net. Fans on the pass. Now he's tied up in the corner, able to get it over to Hogarth. Now Kendry, corner left side, up to center, off the stick of Crocker and down the ice. The Rockets will get a line change in here as Hogarth chases down the Kings in their own zone. Now Balaz back to Laszlo. Laszlo right up to the bench there. Yearwood. Perry was late coming on, had to make sure the Rockets stayed out of a too many men on the ice situation. McElwain jumping past into the corner against Laszlo. Now he gets the puck back, looking out front. Held onto to the blue line. Lewis looks for a shot. Not a whole lot on that one as it misses the net. Sitting on the back of the net now. Flipping it up and over top. Nixon trying to bat that one away. A little creative move by McElwain.
The Zegras.
Behind the net again. McElwain looking, fires one through. That one blocked away by Nixon, thrown off the boards. And Balaz trying to get that one out. Now Perry finally picks it up. He works it forward. Perry just out of the reach there of him as Crocker got that one. Up to McElwain. Here's McElwain across the blue line looking for a shot. It was blocked. Laszlo picks it up. He fires it down the ice. And this one will be an icing against Strathroy. Just 2 minutes and 9 seconds into the third.
Yeah, he tried the Trevor Zegras pass over the net out to Sonny Milano. Nixon saw it coming, waved his stick at it.
Got to give him credit for being creative behind the net.
It's something else to see, I will say. I'm obviously the older of the two of us here and have, remember life before the internet. But I'm a big fan of the skill that we see in the game now. Huge fan.
Just inside the Komoka blue line. It's dumped up, but Laszlo will get possession here. Now the Rockets come back in. Faulkner leaves it. Balaz fires a quick shot on, but able to get a whole lot of the blocker on that one was Emsley. Balaz in the corner. 2 Kings on him to try and tie it up. In there to help out. Allison pulls out into the slot, taken down. Nice play to get the puck away, and now here come the Kings back off ice. Matthews dumped into the corner, and now he'll chase. Comes off to the side of the net there. Nixon right out front, and he's going to have to cover that one up before it got into any more of a dangerous situation.
It is still a physical game, hockey, and Elliston was just the smaller of the two players there. He got leaned on down in the offensive zone. Mild pipe up there from the Rockets bench about a call, perhaps. I don't think there was one. Nixon getting some help from the Stripes to get his jersey fixed up.
Faulkner against Johnson, tied up, looking for a quick shot. The Kings couldn't get it. Now with it up to the point. Manny tries to tee one up. That one was blocked. Crocker now, another chance fired on goal, and Nixon with the glove save. A little tap on the shin pads there, right out front of the Strathroy net.
Yeah, Blake Hull talking to the referee. Caden Johnson's stick got stuck in the skates of Blake Hull. And it was an inadvertent trip, but a trip nonetheless, and no call coming.
Played up, and that one gets past Crocker at the point. It'll be a foot race for it, and Crocker able to get back there and tie up Piercy. Coming out to the opposite side, Faulkner to Caden Faulkner. Now they'll bring it out past the blue line. Brennan comes in to help out. He'll dump it in on the backhand. Glove down by Chris Crocker. Crocker will hold it back behind the Komoka net. Now the Kings from the top of the blue paint. Pass across into the logo. Owen Hay will pick it up and he'll dump it in. Habib down low. Takes a hit from Hay. Faulkner leaves that one, and now they'll bring it up ice. It's Caden Faulkner with his brother Brennan on the right side. Now tries to cut it to him, and he gets a shot off, and that one, Emsley holds it tight right up against the post.
Yeah, lucky for him, he had his pad right up against that post. So that caught him a little bit off guard, but he covered it up. Face-off will be to his right now. Nelson to take the draw for the Rockets.
Wins it cleanly back to the point, looking for a shot, and that one right into the Komoka Kings logo on his shirt, and we'll redo that face-off off to his right side.
I think he'd have been better off powdering that. If he was just going to put it on net, he might as well have clapped it.
Face-off one. Gallant unable to get it up and hold the line. It'll be dumped forward. Zuckerman trying to chase down his man. Now Zuckerman to Holmes. Holmes up to the point. Coulter looks for a shot. That one stopped by the glove and now played back out front. They're trying to hold on to the puck. Up to the point, comes out, and Lewis had that one sneak past him at the blue line, blown down by the linesman.
Yeah, a little head nod toward the linesman there. Lewis, no argument. But you play it out and hope they miss it.
Just a little bit late getting there. And
3 of those we've seen tonight. Almost kept on, but not quite.
And the linesman looking bang on all 3
3
as well.
for 3, yep.
Broken stick on the play, heading back to the bench is Yearwood. Picked up, Kuchi comes through, scores!
Oh my goodness.
The spin move, Kuchi to Gallant, and it is a 3-2 Strathroy lead.
And I am just as impressed with the finish. Gallant. Great job, but what a play by Jacob Kuchi. 360-degree pass out front, and Gallant, Johnny on the spot for the redirect.
So the Rockets back out in front, 3-2 now. Their third separate lead of this hockey game. In their third separate period. Up to center. Spezial, Hogarth, Hewitt looking back to the middle. Spezial trying to knock that one out of the possession of the Kings. Picked up again. Now back down low. Hewitt looking, fires one on from an odd angle. That one stopped by Emsley. Picked up Hogarth to the middle. Barnes couldn't corral that pass. It's off his stick and into the neutral zone before Alex Laszlo will dump it in. In there to chase Hogarth. Quick little poke, couldn't get it. Now into the air, knocked forward. Lukings chips that one past, and he's taken down on his way to the net by Laszlo, and that'll be a penalty.
Tripping, interference, take your pick. He was beat.
Tripping is the call. Laszlo to the box, and right after the Rockets take the lead, the Kings will head to the power play.
That's a penalty I'll accept. It's an unfortunate play, bad play if you want to call it that. More unfortunate bounce there, I think, for Laszlo. The puck got by him. The forward was also going to get by him. So he took him down to prevent the breakaway.
To the blue line for Crocker, hands it off left side. Zuckerman knocked off his stick down the ice, and the Kings will have to start from their own zone again. Picked up by Caden Johnson. Caden Johnston jumps it in, and now he'll chase. Play call, first Rocket back there to get it. Gets it over to Nelson. On the side, Nelson, that one not quite cleared out past the blue line. Now he's in a battle to try and get it. Took a little stick up high there. Keeps it battling. McElwain looks through. Nice shot, scores.
Wow, what a shot.
A quick shot by the captain, McElwain, his second of the game. And we are back to a tie hockey game, 3-3.
That's twice, short side high. Nixon was ready for this one. He just got beat by a great wrist shot. Puck squeaked out off the half wall. McElwain picked it up and wasted no time. And for the third time tonight, we are tied.
This time, a pair of quick back and forth goals in the third period fairly early, and now we'll get a face-off down in the Komoka zone. 14-16 to go here in the third. Still lots of time to play here in this hockey game. And for every lead the Rockets have found, the Kings have found an equalizer. Now Kindry, point shot. It's tipped, bouncing around. Johnson fires one in on goal. That one stopped. Back out into the slot, trying to pick it up. Johnson there, nice defensive play. Held on to Kindry off the boards. Now tipped forward by Piercy. Trying to pick it up, Ty Johnson. Spins, fires it off the boards. Bouncing puck at center ice, Manny. Leaving that one back now. Piercy will pick it up at the line. Piercy played it. Brennan Faulkner. Faulkner wide on the left side. Lost it into the corner. It'll be thrown off the boards and out as Kindry will have to chase back inside the Strathroy zone. Spins to get away from Caden Johnston. Quick pass up off the stick of Brennan Faulkner into the Komoka zone. Coulter leaves that one. Protecting the puck, Manny, able to get it back to Coulter. Now Coulter holds to center, dumps it past the defender. Barnes in the corner for Strathroy. Spins, there's another King right there, chips it past. Now Caden Faulkner takes his time, has the puck, will work it up ice. Steps inside the blue line. Now dumped to the opposite corner. Back behind the net, looking for a quick outlet pass out front. Couldn't get it as Faulkner once again has his stick chopped out of his hands. Broken stick on the ice here as he's got to skate back to the bench. Pleads his case to both officials.
I don't know about pleading his case. The second referee, he was definitely, he's not doing himself any favors if he keeps this up. Instead of standing by the first referee with his palms in the air complaining about it, which he continues to do. He took himself right out of the play with no stick.
Trying to plead his case that the broken stick lay on the ice, but wasn't going to get the official to bite. Down low in the corner. It'll be played off the boards and out. Zuckerman trying to hold on to that one here for the Kings. Leaves it going forward. Knocked off the stick of Holmes. Now Laszlo from behind the net. Gets it up off the boards. Balaz lost it in his skates. Poked it forward. Just couldn't get it onto the stick of Perry. Carried it across the blue line. Poked off the stick again. Good defensive play to knock it away from Yearwood.
He is still giving it to the official.
Laszlo down low. Gonna watch here. Body's flying. Nice play to get that one away. Pass up to the point. Crocker battling against Elliston. Gets it to Yearwood. Yearwood coming to the net there. That one blocked. Now Laszlo tying him up. Perry up to Balaz. Throws it off the boards and out. And this one is going to roll on its edge and go for icing. Probably would have had enough either way. But with 11:56 to go, the faceoff will come back inside the Strathroy zone.
That was a nice play by Crocker just inside the line with a little spinorama pass between his legs to keep it in. Creating another chance for the Kings.
And the Rockets will have Carson Perry thrown out of the draw here. Balaz was through the dot there, well ahead of the puck being dropped. Trying to get a jump on the official there. Ooh. Taken down against the wall. Pass out front. Perry to pick it up, just spins and fires and gets it out. Stick being held on to there is trying to get that one away was Elliston. Coming through the middle.
Oh.
Almost a interference call there is playing the body before he made contact with the puck. Now Johnson up against the wall. Pin there, coming in to help Chanderdat. Chanderdat behind the net. Chanderdat looks for a pass, comes up to the point. Body's flying, stopped by Nixon. Rebound, puck sits out front. Nixon there to stop him. And this will, and now the official coming. Takes a tumble on his way to the net.
Wipe.
He is up and all good. And they'll get a whistle coming inside. Off to the right side of Nixon will be the draw. 11:21 to go here in this third period. Picked up by Spezial. Spezial battling here. He's tied up against the wall. Puck comes out of the slot. They're trying to pick it up. Turned over. McLeod left side. They score. Carter McElwain right on cue. Third of the game, and it's the first lead for Komoka, 4-3.
The hat trick goal for the captain. Turnover. top side of the hash marks turned into a short 2-on-0 pass redirect. And as you said, Komoka, after coming back 3 different times, they now have the lead.
And now the Rockets looking to come back and tie the game, facing their first deficit of the night. The turnover, the quick pass over to McElwain. And he beats Nixon for the 3rd time tonight. 4-3 Komoka here as they set up from behind their own net. Still holding here, not getting forced out. Now they'll finally pass it off to the left side. Pass into the skates there of Hogarth. Knocked away, coming in. McElwain shot on. Nixon makes the save. Big rebound comes off the left side. Now looking out front again. This one all the way up to the point. Crocker over on the right side. Just dodging a hit from Hewitt. Now back behind the net. Johnson over to Spezial. Spezial looking for a quick pass. Gets it up. Hogarth. Hogarth skates forward. In across the offensive zone. Fires a shot on. Emsley got a piece of that one with the shoulder. Back down low again. Manny. Hewitt right on him. Over. Spezial. Hogarth going to come in and help down low. Puck out front there. Works his way up. Now up. Dumped forward. Crocker with it here. They're through. Kindry now with the puck. Gets up to center. Getting it back is Gallant. Ty Johnson now trying to settle it down. Over to Kindry. Kindry across the line, but the Rockets are offside on the play after the save made by Emsley.
Almost getting to a point here where it might be last turnover, last shot wins. Emsley's looked a little bit shaky.
Kings, of course, now out in front 4-3. It's their first lead of the hockey game. Puck in a battle right off the draw. There to try and pick it up. Pass, Cucci. Tried to feed it over to Gallant. Spinning and firing. Now Nelson with it to Gallant. Gallant looking for a shot. That one bounces off. Cucci fires one on, and it's stopped by Emsley, sliding across to make the save. .9:31 to go here in this 3rd period. Face-off will be off to the right of Emsley. Now Nelson up against the wall. Trying to play that loose puck. Kings in possession. Now intercepted. Barnes with the puck. Right up through the middle. Holmes stops it. Holmes across the line. Leaves it for Zuckerman. Zuckerman looking back through, and that one bounces off the skates there. And Nixon will cover that one up and get the whistle.
Good awareness there. Oftentimes you'll see a goalie go from left to right or right to left, and then when the puck goes back to from whence they came, it causes a problem, but Nixon fully aware of what was happening there and covered it.
Down to the second half of this 3rd period. Rockets trailing by a goal. Puck around the boards, gets past the stick of Cucci. Picked up now. Long pass off the stick there, Johnson. Cucci to try and pick it up again. Spins, fires. That one unable to be stopped by Nelson. Dumped back into the Strathroy zone. Now a long pass. Cucci looking. Gallant across the line. Fires a shot. Goes off the skates of Crocker. Once again, the Kings just spinning, firing, and getting it out. Try not to run it into any trouble. Crocker coming through the middle there. Ooh, almost a little bit of a knee-on-knee hit there. Habib with it. Gets it back. Dumps it in. Matthews stops it with his stick and flips it back up into the neutral zone. Play call now. Sent it down the ice, and Habib jumped to get out of the way, and it goes for icing against Strathroy with 8:22 to go here in the 3rd.
That's the kind of thing that'll make you target number 1. Sticking the foot out there. Trying to take down Crocker, who's now kind of giving the leg a little bit of a stretch, a little shake there.
Face off to Nixon's right side. Crocker now down low. Tied up. Nelson in there to try and knock the puck loose for Strathroy. It does come out to the opposite corner. Past Faulkner and then dumped in. And they're going to say that puck was camped in at the blue line. Faulkner now over to the opposite side looking for a chance on. Nixon makes the save and then bounces right back on him there. So a couple of saves for Chaz Nixon on that play.
And McLeod knocking that one out of the air right into the belly of Nixon.
Face-off one back by the Kings. Rockets trying to kick that one up forward. Now they'll get it up ice. Trying to chase it down was Brennan Faulkner. Piercy comes in to help. Flips it into the Komoka zone. Now it's back up onto the stick of McElwain. Carter McElwain, long dump and is blockered away by Nixon. McLeod can be tied up against the wall. Played up to the point. Kept in. Back down low. McLeod there as it's thrown off the glass. There to pick it up is Piercy. Piercy comes across the middle. Into the offensive zone, stops up, looks for a shot through. That one stopped by Emsley, picked up behind the net. In there to try and help out is Faulkner. Now Caden Faulkner, tied up behind the net, looking. Brennan Faulkner fires a shot on that one, stopped by Emsley. Still battling behind the Komoka net. Finally the puck comes loose. It's Manny with it, able to get it up just past Lukings to center ice before it's dumped back in by Ty Johnson. Rockets in on the attack. This one dumped forward. Yearwood to center. He'll dump it in. Picked up behind the net here is Charlie Barnes to settle it down for Strathroy. Now Johnson up to Caden Faulkner at center. Gains the offensive zone into the corner. Now tries to bring it back out front. Brennan Faulkner, this one almost poked past. Barnes there to try and chase down. Zuckerman, wide left side. Shot on, stopped by Nixon. Big rebound comes out, and Faulkner will come back up ice the other way. Faulkner cuts left side. Tries to work it through. Pass coming through. Elliston scores! Michael Elliston on the pass has tied this game at 4.
Great play, great finish. Caden Faulkner. He's been going all night long, and he found the right guy with that feed, and Michael Elliston ties the game with 6:27 to go.
Couple of quick feeds out front and the tap in there, this time from Michael Elliston. And now the Rockets have found the equalizer. The lead changes continue here in this hockey game. Now 6:20 to go in the third period. It's Perry up at center ice to Elliston. Elliston cutting to the middle. Elliston looking, shot on, and Emsley makes a nice save on Michael Elliston right out front.
And Elliston had just started his shift. They were in the middle of a line change. Faulkner hadn't gone off yet, so Elliston gets to stay.
Face off. Emsley will look it off to his right side. Tied up to Habib at the point. He just fires one towards the net, takes a healthy hop off the boards. Nice play by Hall to come in. Feeds the puck, tries to get it down low for Perry. It'll be thrown off the boards. Hall's right there to get it again. Balaz coming through, shot on. That one stopped by Emsley. Chip back down low, looking out front. This one's going to be spin, fired up to the point, kept in by Habib. Now another one finally cleared out to center as the Kings will finally get it out of their own zone. Quick pass at center, tipped forward. Elliston, Perry coming in, shot on and gloved down by Emsley.
Well, they've beaten him 4 times, but glove side high is not a place they've beaten him, but it's a place they continue to try. And a nice glove save there by Emsley with 5:38 to go to keep this game tied.
Picked up, flipped in the air out to center ice. Habib trying to knock that one away from McElwain. Gets it over. Now Nelson, pass through the middle. Intended to recipient Cucci. Cucci's going to chase it down as Crocker goes back to get it at the goal line. Crocker knocked off his stick. Cucci tied up right against the boards. Now in front of the Komoka bench. Feeds it over to Habib. Habib up to Gallant. Now back to the middle of the ice. McLeod trying to poke it past Lukings, and Lukings will have to chase Habib down low. Now Gallant tried to get cleared out past the blue line. Couldn't get it. McElwain looks off down low. Already got the hat trick tonight, looking for his 4th. Lukings now off the boards, up to the point. Manny point shot on. Big rebound off the pad of Nixon. Thrown around the boards. Gallant there to get it. Cucci, lead pass. Now Cucci breaks in. Cucci shot on, and Emsley makes the save. And we'll get a little bit of a crowd out front of Emsley.
Darius Manny letting Cucci know he doesn't want to see that anymore. And now Manny making his case to 2 different officials for something. I didn't really see much in the way of contact. He did hover over him. I'm not sure I'd like that if I'm the defenseman. I get that.
This late in the game, obviously, just making sure that they stay away from your goalie.
100%. Emsley came out quite a ways on that.
Cucci
didn't have much of an angle.
Yeah, Cucci was
and he
picked up that puck at the blue line, didn't have a whole lot of speed getting towards the net. The shot probably was his best option, but a great job by Emsley to cut down the angle. Breaking that one in, Piercy able to get it back to Kindry inside the Strathroy zone. Left there, now Kindry with it. He'll hold, top of the circle. Now carrying it forward, Kindry weaving his way in and out, gets past Yearwood and he'll dump it in. All the way around the boards. Now Brennan Faulkner down to a knee to keep that puck alive.
Yeah, we got
a hit on the play
here
on Komoka. Will send Strathroy to a late power play.
Yeah, got a cross-checking call here. Nicholas Yearwood, I believe, is the guilty party. That was a take advantage of a vulnerable player kind of play. Piercy's fine.
So Strathroy now a chance to work on a power play late in this hockey game. They're 1 for 2 with the man advantage so far tonight. The Carson Perry power play goal, their marker.
Yearwood's taking his sweet time getting in the penalty box.
Perry now lost a handle on it down low. Rimmed around the boards. Barnes is there to stop it at the point. He hands it off down low. Manny puts it right back where it came from, up to Barnes. Down to a glove, Hogarth. Able to get it over to the left side. That's as far as it'll get as the Kings try to rush it quickly up ice. Turned over. Now Nelson leaves it for Perry. Perry tried to stick handle it through the legs there and lost it. All the way down the ice. Holmes back on Michael Elliston. Barnes with it. Quick play up to Perry. Perry tried to poke that one past. Dump forward. Now with it is Barnes. Barnes looking. Nelson back to Barnes. He looks up to the point. Able to get a stick on that one as Lukings will pick it up, and Lukings will circle back inside the Komoka zone before dumping it down the ice. Minute 5 to go here in this Strathroy power play. 3:20 to go in this third period. Barnes looks for a quick pass over to Perry. Perry tried to leave it for Nelson. That pass once again knocked away, and the Kings will get a change here. 50 seconds to go on the man advantage. Here's Elliston. He'll gain some speed as he comes through center. Looks for a toe drag move, knocked off his stick. Perry will pick it up. Perry up to Barnes. Barnes looks to tee one up, hands it off to Nelson. Nelson looking back out front for Perry. A shot on, and that one up high as it's stopped by Emsley and over top of the glass, out of play.
I think we're going to find that Hogarth deflected that, and the faceoff's going to come outside.
Looks like Hogarth was looking a little bit skyward on that one.
Yeah, the way and he's still upset with himself.
Face off out into the neutral zone here on the Komoka side of center. Over to Hall. Hall will bring that one across the blue line, drop it for Caden Faulkner. Faulkner weaves his way, hands it over to Brennan. Now Brennan back down low for Caden. Tries to pass that one up to the point. Kindry with a man right on him, has to hustle here. Gets it down low. Caden Faulkner looking for a quick pass over to Belaz. Couldn't get it. Now trying to muscle him out and hold on to that puck up to the point. Hall down low, Belaz back up to Hall. Walks across the blue line, hands it over. Kindry shot through traffic. This one's blocked. Gets it back. Now over to Hall. Penalty's over. Looking for a one-time chance. Faulkner fans on the one-time opportunity. Puck still in possession here. Now the Kings will get it back. McElwain dumping it forward. Hall with a man right on him. Gets it over to Belaz. And now Belaz chip forward to Hall. Hall will dump it in. Under 2 minutes to go here in this third period. Back behind the net. Up to the boards, Holmes now. Holmes, Brennan Faulkner over to Caden. Caden couldn't get a shot off there. Crocker plays the body on him. Minute 35 left here as it's played up to Barnes at the point. Dumped in, and now penalty coming on the play here.
He's got them both.
Faulkner and Crocker
they were going back and forth at each other coming out of the corner, and my fear was the arm didn't go up until Faulkner slashed him again, and that he might only get one, but he's got both Caden Faulkner and Crocker. They were each giving as good as they got. I think they each got 2 slashes in on each other.
It'll be a face-off in the neutral zone. Exactly 1:31 to go here in this third period. No one else in now. Taken away. Holmes with it. Holmes will carry it across the blue line, looking for a quick pass over to the left side. Duckman fires one off the side of the net. Barnes with it there. Net comes off as Nixon hard into that right post, and we'll get another whistle.
We've been doing so well the last few weeks with the net.
It's almost like you don't notice it anymore.
And then, well, I know, and tonight it's come off probably more than it has in the last several games combined.
Right off the draw, Nelson will just throw it off the glass and get it out to the neutral zone. Manny was able to glove that one down and get the Kings in possession. Now it's back to Cucci. Cucci trying to come up across the logo at center. Over to Glant and just out of the reach of Glant on the left side of the ice. Final minute of play as the Kings cleared off the glass and out. No icing, so Barnes has to hustle back and get it behind the Strathroy net. Comes right out front of the net there. Kings take it away. Yearwood now, left side. Yearwood, one-time chance, scores! The turnover, the pass, and Colin Holmes has put the Kings in front 5-4 with 48 seconds to go.
And a turnover in their own zone. Charlie Barnes trying to do a little too much with the puck. Turns it over, and one pass later, it's in the net. And with 48 seconds to go, Komoka has a 5-4 lead.
And I believe it's going to be the Rockets using their timeout here with 48 seconds to go. And the Kings grabbing the lead late here on the goal off the turnover. Holmes didn't miss on the quick pass out front, the one-timer that beat Nixon. And now they'll plan things out here and see what the plan is for the next 48 seconds. These two teams have battled it close here tonight. Back and forth play for either side. Strathroy had 3 separate leads. Komoka now their second lead of the hockey game. This their 6th matchup of the season. And all but one game has been a 1-goal hockey game between these two clubs. Kendry picks it up, plays it off the boards. Now he gets it back at center. Fires a long shot in. Nixon comes to the bench here for Strathroy, and it's going to be thrown over top of the glass and out of play. And we'll get a face-off, I believe, still inside the Komoka zone. They're talking things over right now. Yeah, the face-off will stay inside the Komoka zone. The Kings on the ice aren't happy about it, but the argument won't last too long. Off the draw, up to the point, no one there. It'll come down the ice. Carter McElwain will grab the puck, and he just misses the goal. Now Coulter with it. Another chance here for the Kings. Fired towards the net, knocked away. Ty Johnson will settle it down. He's got 25 seconds. Off the boards, past Nelson, down the ice, no icing. Coulter rimmed around, Nelson in the corner, fires one to the net, sits out front, and that one will be sent down the ice over top of him, and it will go for an icing with 10.4 to go here on the third.
One last chance here for the Rockets. There'll be a face-off to the right of Emsley. Darius Manny protesting that Kendry had a shot at it. Well, he waved at it for sure, but the puck was 1.5 feet off the ice. That's not an expected play.
Tied up against the boards, off to the side. Time ticking away off the clock. The puck will come back out front, and the Rockets unable to get a shot off here. The Kings will win this hockey game. Final score of 5-4 on a couple of comebacks throughout the course of this hockey game. And then the late dagger with 48 seconds to go to win 5-4.
Well, this is a game that the Rockets should have won.
I don't know how else to say that. They're going to go home and wonder tonight about this loss. And 48 hours from now, well, I guess 45 hours from now, they'll be puck dropping at 7:10 in Leamington on Thursday night to close out the season, knowing full well that they'll be facing the Flyers in the first round.
So the 5-4 is the final tonight here from Strathroy. The Kings beat the Rockets for the 5th time this season. All of those 5 wins coming by just a single goal, but they still count as 2 points, and the Kings will take it here as they leave this Tuesday night with a big win over Strathroy. As mentioned by you there, Eldon, the Rockets will head to Leamington on Thursday night to cap off the regular season against the Leamington Flyers. 7:10 is the puck drop from Leamington, and then the playoffs will begin a week after that. And we'll have all the action for you here on the Rockets Audio Network and on hockeytv.com. We thank you for watching and listening with us tonight, and we'll see you for the playoffs here. Final, Kings 5, Rockets 4, here from Strathroy.